Episode 217. So Bill is telling Danny that he know that she wore that dress for him because apparently he bought the dress when they were married, and I don't know why she would wear that dress. She knew exactly what she was doing. She was wearing it to get a reaction from him, and she's just playing with fire, but she'll learn. And then she's trying to play it off in front of Vanessa because she knows that Vanessa can see right through what she's doing, and it's really sad. But she doesn't learn. Next, I guess Joey is about to pay the client's husband who put his hands on Vanessa a lesson. Because he done brought him to the casino and he's playing it off and getting him a drink and, acting like he's listening to his concerns when he know damn well that that's not why he's there. Next, Madison tells Chelsea she hopes what happened at Uptown is a one-time thing. And Chelsea looks at her like, I'm sorry to tell you, it's not. So Chelsea has some explaining to do because Madison does not know Chelsea the way that she thinks she does. Nicole is at Uptown Bar having a drink, and the bartender asks her that tired line of, why is a beautiful lady like yourself drinking alone? And just then, Dr. Rollins shows up and says that she's not alone. Well, okay, Nicole. Next, it's a damn shame that Vanessa had to put Bill in his place and tell him to go find his trophy wife. While Danny is standing there looking like a deer in headlights, Vanessa asks her, did she wear the dress to get a rise out of Bill? And Danny had to tell the truth. She did, which we knew. And Vanessa warns her to not let Bill back in her head. But it's too late for that. I don't think he'll ever be out of her head, to be honest. Next, Joey loses his cool and roughs up the client's husband and punches him in the stomach. Then he sends him alone with a threat to stay away from Vanessa. Next, Haley tells Andre he knows as well as she does what he has to do. And Andre tells her, what does he have to do? Andre tells her that what he has to do is to get the hell away from her. And he gets up and leaves. And I just feel so bad for Andre because here it is. This man used to be a playboy, and he decided to give Danny Dupree a chance and just show her love when the man that she was in love with treated her like trash. And Andre picked her up, dusted her off, and gave her value, made her feel good about herself again. And this is the payment that he gets. Next, Andre texts Danny and lets her know that he's home, and Vanessa had to tell her to go home to her man. And all I can say is, Andre, run away from this crazy ass bitch. Next, Vanessa's escort service client, the wife of the crazed husband, comes to the country club to apologize for his actions. And she tells Vanessa he has got angry with her before and placed his hands on her. So he arrives to the country club, and the wife confronts him about putting his hands on Vanessa. And he looks at Vanessa and he leaves that country club quick. And Vanessa smiles to herself because I think she thinks that she's did something to make him run out like that. But she should know better. Next, Nicole tells Dr. Rollins that for the first time she's putting herself first and she's exploring. and she's exploring who Nicole Dupree is. Okay, we see you out here, Miss Nicole Dupree. Next, Kat tells Tomas as she stares across the room at her mom talking to Dr. Rollins. She says that she doesn't recognize the woman she's looking at. All Nicole doing is rediscovering herself for the second part of her life, which is normal for a woman of a certain age who's completed the first half of their life. And especially Nicole, she's raised her kids, she's divorced, and so, yeah, why not? Why not get out there and do some things that she's never done before? So Kat tells Tomas she doesn't like this new Nicole, not at all. Next, Madison tells Chelsea that if she's the one who's making her feel anxiety and controlled, she loves her enough to walk away. And maybe she should, because it's obvious that her and Chelsea are on two different paths. And Madison, she's a doctor, so she has to be reserved and, live a certain way. And the way that she wants to live, it's apparent that Chelsea doesn't. Chelsea still wants to party. She's an influencer. She wants to be out there, and she has a little edge to her, which Madison doesn't, and they're gonna always clash heads. Chelsea starts crying to Madison and telling her how much she loves her and how she was going to marry her. And Madison stops her and says, "Wait, was that a proposal?" And Madison tells her that her proposal is not out of love, it's out of fear. Next, Gangsta Boo actually thinks that her threat to her client about her husband's behavior is what made the husband get up and leave. She cannot be this naive. And yeah, who I'm fooling? She is. Next, Danny tells Andre she has a confession, and for a minute, just a minute, well, a second, I thought she was going to tell him about kissing Bill, but she didn't. She just tells him she missed him a lot, and then they go to the bedroom, of course. Next, Haley gets in bed with a sleeping Bill, and she starts kissing on him and trying to initiate a little something, and Bill pretends to be asleep and won't budge. Haley gets angry and says she can't believe this and gets in bed with her back towards Bill. And then Bill opens an eye and looks off. And you can tell from that look that the thrill is gone and Haley has nothing else to offer him. And that ends the episode.